Hi guys, let's get you started on Sketchup. In this lesson, I will show you on how you can get the Sketchup software onto your computer. If you have already purchased the Sketchup Pro license or signed up for the 30-day trial version, you must have received multiple emails directly from Trimble. For instance, that you have created a Trimble identity account. If you haven't created one, just head to sketchup.com, click on the Sign In icon, and create a Trimble ID. Just make sure to use the same email address which your license was added to once you purchased it. Now that you have signed in, please click on the little icon in the bottom right corner and select My Apps. From here, you can view all included applications in your Pro license. You can download the Sketchup Pro and choose the Mac or the PC version. After downloading, you simply install your program as you would install any other programs within your Mac or PC version. After installation, just go to your application folder and from here you can find your SketchUp icon. After starting the SketchUp software, another window will appear wanting you to sign in into your Trimble account. Don't get confused here, since it forwards you to the Trimble website. Just sign in again as you have done before, and once you see the window that says you're all signed in into SketchUp, head back to your SketchUp software. It will then automatically update your login and show you the welcome screen. Don't worry if after some weeks you may suddenly are logged out from SketchUp. Just repeat the login through the Trimble account in case SketchUp asks you to. I guess it's just for security reasons. In the next video, we will start on how to set up SketchUp correctly. See you there! Great! Let's get started with SketchUp. When you open the program for the first time, you will be greeted with a welcome screen. To get started, you need to sign in into your Trimble account at the top right corner. This will activate your license and ensure you have full access to all of SketchUp features. At the bottom of the screen, you will see a list of recent files. As a beginner, this area may be empty, but don't worry, we will get you started on your first project in no time. On the top area, you see the templates. The default template in SketchUp is very simple, but there are many other templates available to choose from. Simply click on More Templates in the top right corner to explore your options. At this point, I need you to decide if you would like to work with millimeters or inches. So just so you know, in the following videos, I will use millimeters, but I will provide you with the imperial measures wherever it's needed, so you can follow along. For now, I would recommend selecting the interiors template in millimeters or in inches. This will give your project a more professional look, with thinner lines and the light gray background, which I like because it makes it just easier to work with. I also recommend clicking on the heart icon to make this your default template for future projects. So let's go ahead and choose Interiors template. Once you have selected your template, you will have a working window that you can resize as needed. If you work on Windows, you may see your screen as a full screen. If you are on a Mac, you have this extruded window basically. So when you double click on it on the top of the window, it will expand to the full length. You may also notice some open windows such as the instructor, or if you work with Windows, the default tray. You can keep them open or close them as you wish. We will open them when we need them anyways. On the top, you see your settings menu. You can just click around to explore a bit. You may also want to adjust your tool palettes by going to View and selecting Tool Palettes and large toolset. This will provide you with another tab that opens up on the left side. Now let's go ahead and customize your top toolbar by clicking on View and select Customize Toolbar. You now see all of the tools Sketchup has to offer, and as you can see in the top toolbar and compare it with the large toolset on the left, you have many duplicates. So we don't really need duplicates, so you can just remove them by dragging them out. Please bring the standard views, styles, and undo redo back into the bar. You may want to adjust the toolbar with your learning progress and add more tools when needed. Finally, it's always a good idea to save your model early and often. So here's the first shortcut I would like you to learn. Command S on Mac or Control S on Windows to save your file, or you can access File and Save through the upper menu. Please give your file a name and save it to your desired location. And speaking of shortcuts, I really love shortcuts. As you will see during the duration of the course, they are a time saver. And don't forget to check out the quick reference sheet for a list of helpful shortcuts. It doesn't contain all the shortcuts though, but you will learn the others from me. I really love shortcuts. As you will see during the duration of the course, they are a time saver. So I encourage you to learn them. They will really make your life easier. Alright, let's move on to the next chapter. Some of the essential tools in Sketchup are the Orbit, the Pen, and the Select tool. In this lesson, you will learn how to use these. Let's have a look at the Select tool. You can find the Select tool by clicking Spacebar on your keyboard or select it from the bar on the left. The Select tool is used to select entities in your models, such as lines, surfaces, and grouped objects. I'll explain more about groups and even components later on this course when we start with 3D modeling. So for now, you can click on the entity you want to select, or you can also create an invisible box that's going to select whatever is inside that box by holding your mouse key and just hovering over whatever you want to select. The Orbit tool. The Orbit tool allows you to change the view of your model by rotating it in 3D space. To use this tool, you can press the O on your keyboard, or you find it also on the left side on your toolbar. To use this tool, you have to click and hold the left mouse button and then rotate around. Next up is the Pen tool. The Pen tool allows you to move your view of the model without changing the orientation. So select the Pen tool from the toolbar or press H for hand, basically, on your keyboard. You click and hold the left mouse button and move your mouse in the desired direction. Now what I like to do is, when I use the Orbit mode, or I am in the Orbit mode, I like to switch between Orbit and Pen. And instead of clicking O and H and again O, I just stay in the O, the Orbit mode, and I use the Shift button that temporarily is going to activate the Pen tool. So by that, it's just going to make it easier to move around. So please go ahead and try these tools to get a better feeling to how to use them. And see you in the next lesson. Once you have saved your file a couple of times, you will notice that there is a copy of your file with this wavy symbol that was created automatically. Let me explain. In Sketchup, when you save a project, it creates two main types of files: the Sketchup model file and a backup file. The file with the small wavy symbol is a backup file, and it has the same name as your original Sketchup model. The backup file is essentially a copy of your Sketchup model saved at the point in time when you last saved your project. It serves as a safety net in case your original model file becomes corrupted or if you need to recover an earlier version of your work. If Sketchup crashes or if there's an unexpected issue, you can use the backup file to restore your project to the last saved state. So if you wish to keep copies of certain steps in your project, you can save and move the backup to another folder so it doesn't overwrite it. Once you save it again, it will generate another backup, and so on. Since occasionally Sketchup crashes, I usually move my backup file in the evening to a daily folder, and once I continue with my project the next day, and my file crashes or breaks for some reason, I still have my backup from the previous day. It's a good practice to regularly save your work and keep both the main Sketchup model file and its corresponding backup file in a safe location. Now let's move on to the next lesson.